Okay, so Rowan, lovely to see you this evening. Thank you very much for joining me for a quick interview to tell us a little bit about what you're up to. Annoyingly, this year has kicked off with still lockdown and no races, obviously. But can you tell us a little bit about how you're managing to train now that I guess you're not allowed to go to the gym and you're not allowed on the water?
Training has definitely been different because it's very limited now. So it's a lot of exercises which we normally would never do because they're very useless in some respects otherwise.
Yeah.
But everything's become a lot more endurance based and a lot more cardio than normal, because without COVID, we'd have normally done a lot more weightlifting and the sort of endurance would have been done on the water.
Yes.
But a lot of it's now done doing long, we did a 30 at 20, which is 30 minutes of 20 squats every minute. So it's like a lot of long based stuff, more like how hard can you push yourself, more than doing short pieces of real pain. But it's very hard to keep properly motivated while doing it as well, because you're just on a Zoom call with someone and you're both suffering. Yeah, you see that, but it's very different to being with someone. That's a definite difference to being at home rather than being in the gym.
It's a lot easier to push yourself, isn't it, if you're with somebody else?
Yeah, if there's someone next to you going, come on, Ryan, you got this, you'll feel a lot more motivated than if you're there at home going, you got this, Ryan, you can do it, you're by yourself, it's all fine, you got this, and listening to music. But yeah, we do our best and get as much training in as we can.
Yeah. And what about the actual rowing, the physical rowing? Have you got access to any type of erg equipment at home?
Yeah, I got loaned an erg because I'm the oldest year group, the under J17s. So we were given priority to erg and have erg sessions. So I was given one and we're using that quite a lot. It's Monday, Wednesdays and Saturdays, which is more than normal because normally we would just do Mondays and Wednesdays because then Saturdays and Sundays would be on the water. But yeah, it's a lot of, as I said, endurance stuff now. It's also on the erg to just keep our base aerobic fitness up quite high, so that when we come back and can really get going again, and when COVID hopefully ends, we'll be able to really push ourselves because we'll have that base to sit on and just step up from there continuously. Yeah.
So what's the longest you've sat on the erg for? How long can you endure?
I think I did last week. I think I did an hour and 10 minutes.
Great.
But it was in intervals. I think it was I think it was 20-minute intervals with 2-minute rest.
Right.
But that's like a UT2, which is like a very baseline thing. So it's more about endurance than anything there. It's like rate 20, so 20 strokes a minute, very slow, but just consistent power for those 20 minutes and then another 20 minutes. Just sort of a lot of very slow, not really speedy pieces, but yeah, a lot of slow and aerobic based pieces.
Yeah.
Which I personally favour, but they're not always the thing for rowing. So
yeah,
it's been nice doing a few.
Yeah, because normally your races, if you were racing, say, what would a typical race be? 2,000 meters or 5,000 meters would it be?
Or it's 2,000 or 5K. So, I mean, an international race would be 2,000 or a national race would be 2,000 because that's like the normal standard. But then you also have longer races like a 5K race, which is specific to some places. I can't name any because I haven't been to any yet. But yeah, there's some 5K races as well because that stretch is just 5 kilometers and they use it all.
Yes.
So yeah, typical race would be 2K. Yeah.
Yeah. And how long would 2K take to do?
We've guessed I'm under sub 650.
Yeah.
So just under 6 minutes 50 seconds. But I haven't yet done a proper 2K. This is all off other tests that we've done.
Yeah.
So we'll still have to see when we get to it and do the 2K to really determine where I am.
Great. Can't wait to see that when you get back on the water.
Yeah, we good.
So going back quickly to the session on the erg, the hour and 10 minutes, what did you listen to music? Do you have something in front of you to keep you entertained?
Yeah, there's a lot of listening to music. You have to get some good playlists, definitely.
Yes, definitely.
For being at home, the playlists are the real motivation. So I had about 4 playlists, which I went through, I think, on that session. So it was a good long session. But yeah, a lot of listening to music and sort of trying to just, I mean, there's not much pain because it's a long thing.
Yes.
But when the small spikes of pain come, just try and get rid of them as quick as possible.
Yes.
And then get back to the sort of solid rhythm again.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think rowing is one of those sports where you really do have to get in that pain cave. So what's your mindset, or what are your tools and techniques to get through those hard sessions?
The pain cave for me is generally very interesting, because it only shows up very rarely on like hard pieces. Like last week, Monday, we did a 250, 500, 1K, 500, 250 times 2 with 2 minutes rest in between. And that was proper pain. And sort of when the pain caves comes to me, it oddly looks like I'm not there anymore. I become like a former self, people have said.
Yeah.
So like I get very white and become very still in the face while I'm like properly suffering inside.
Yes.
And then as soon as I finish, you can see the pain on my face. But while I'm doing it, I look really like straight faced and there's like very little emotion.
Yeah.
And then when I finish, I'm like an explosion of emotion and all pain. But yeah, the pain cave is very real sometimes and really hard.
That's interesting. So you know that I like to run a marathon, and the fastest marathon runner is Eliud Kipchoge, and his pain face is actually a smile.
Yeah, I know. I watched it. It was amazing.
Yeah.
He's just smiling while he's running. You know deep down that he's in a lot of pain, because that's hard. But yeah, I mean, we all deal with the pain cave in a different way and get it through at our best. But yeah, the smile is definitely the best way, I could say.
Brilliant. So looking forward then, so COVID hopefully by March, April, Easter time, back on the water. What are your goals for 2021?
I've got one very big goal, because I'm heading towards college level. So I'm finishing GCSEs this year.
Yes.
And hopefully I've been offered a place to Hartbury College for 2021 September. But 13th of March is my trial date for the academy, for the rowing academy. So that is my current and very present goal that I'm pushing for, to get into the academy and get onto the rowing squad of Hartbury, which would be amazing. It'd be a big achievement as well. Yeah. But sort of close to term goals, we're currently working for a 5K, so one of the longer races. And we're currently working to try do that under 18 minutes. So to see how fast we can do that. Yeah. That's the more now term goal than Hartbury, which is a bit further down the line.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, it sounds like all that endurance-based training that you're doing now is around that sort of threshold point. So that would be perfect for your 5K time trial, I'm sure.
Yeah, be very useful.
Great stuff.
It'll help it a lot.
Rowan, thank you very much indeed for your time, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure. Bye.